What's going on, y'all? Welcome back to the channel. For today's video, we're out here in Surfside, Texas doing some kayak fishing, wintertime kayak fishing. Y'all know the deal. We're out here a little bit late today, so I'm gonna go ahead and keep the intro short and sweet. We are currently at the spot. I'm gonna grab the rod and let's make a couple casts. Gonna go ahead and pick up right where we left off. If you guys have been watching the last couple videos, we've been on a real killing spree with the freaking popping cork. It's been my go-to. Go ahead and check this line, make sure it's not frayed or anything gonna snap on me. I feel strong enough. Pop some Procure on there, and we've just got that with the 4-inch Hoagie's Super Jack shrimp tail, whatever it's called. I don't know the exact name, but I will put a link in the description to this lure. You can order them online in bulk. Pretty sure they sell them at select stores in the area, but your best bet is just to get them online. And that's a 1/8 ounce jig head. Also pretty important, the knot. I'm using a loop knot. Talked about it before, but it just allows a lot of action every time you pop that cork. It's gonna be letting that shrimp dance down below the surface. Whew. Been doing a lot of kayak fishing, and that's something that I think is just, it comes with the wintertime, man. It is really tough to get on fish in the wintertime, and the kayak just helps you get to where the fish are at. Like when I'm bank fishing, unless you're going for like sheep's head or something off the rocks, that can be pretty easy. But if you want to get trout, redfish, I mean, it can be tough from the bank. Also, you got to deal with high winds. Like today, it's a very windy day. It's like 14, anywhere from 10 to 15 with gusts. Good luck fishing the rocks in that, man. In the kayak, you can kind of come back here and hide a little bit from all that wind. That being said, you know, talking up the kayak, nothing's guaranteed. Not every day is going to be a winner. But you never know unless you get out here and try. So that's what we're doing. Trying. Oh, there we go, first bite. What do we got? Baby red? Hey, I'll take it, dude. Always nice to get that first catch in the boat. Yes, sir. God. This motor's having to work double time to fight. I think we've got an, oh geez, get me out of the mud, motor. Come on. We've got an incoming tide. Jeez, dude, this thing's gonna break my freaking rudder. Got a lot going on here. We'll talk about commentary in a second. There you go, nice little rat red. Does he have the blue tail? Oh yeah, he does. Oh yeah. It's always one cool thing of catching the little tiny guys. They always have the bluest of blue tails. But yeah, we have a incoming tide, which has got all the current going this way. And we got the wind at our backs, so my motor is like, what's it on? Speed setting of 3. That's not so bad. There we go. Oh shoot, was that a red or a trout? He jumped like a trout would, but he's fighting like a red. It's a little trout red. Come here, buddy. Glad to see you. So yeah, as hard as it is, thankfully the autopilot makes it a little bit easier to fish on the move, which has now produced 2 of our bites, our only 2. you know, they're nothing super crazy or anything. We got little reds. Oh, come on, bro. I want to get this out without doing a ton of damage to you. There we go. I think I got it. Perfect. Still got his good eye. That's got to be a joke, right? A flounder on the popping cork. I never would have expected that, but there we have it. That's a flounder on the popping cork. I guess I need to grab my grips. It's this guy. Take it easy, buddy. I swear flounder are one of the most stubborn fish when it comes to opening their mouths, giving you your lure back. They just don't want to. They just don't want to. Come on, bro. Dude. Holy crap. Tell y'all what, that took way too long to get this guy to open his mouth and put him on the grips. I edited out a good portion of it for sure. But, geez, are flounder not the most stubborn fish when it comes to something like that? He got this in there pretty deep. It looks to be on his gills, but I'm pretty sure that's just his tongue. Oh no. Yeah, it was just his tongue. His gills are good. Go on now, you little freak. That's like the second time ever I've had a flounder hit the popping cork. I do have a pretty long leader, so I guess it's possible that it was dangling over his head. But that is now a multi-species day, dude. We almost have the Texas nursery slam. The patented nursery slam is when you can catch all three of the species, the red, the flounder, and the trout. They're just not keepers. If it's gonna happen, it's gonna happen soon. Up ahead is the premier trout fishing spot in this location. It's where I've caught most of them. Most of the good ones, at least. So I'm gonna slowly creep up here. Make sure that motor's not making a ton of noise. I'm gonna try and probably spot lock. I'm gonna fish through it thoroughly. As you can see though, when you slow down, maybe you can't see, I don't know, but it's like the kayak is wiggling and waggling because we don't have enough water moving past that rudder to actually control it properly. That's a really good cast though. Come on, something here. Somebody come and whack the lure. Redfish, definitely a lot bigger. That is a red, right? Yeah. A lot bigger. He's a tad bigger. Maybe. He looks to be about 14, 15 inches. I'll take it. I'll take it. I was hoping for a trout so we could get the slam. The little nursery slam, baby slam going. It's always fun to fight a fish though. Cannot complain.
You see the birds back there? I'm gonna go to the back lake. I mean, there's tons of birds back there.
Yeah, it could be a school of reds maybe.
Yeah, well, I mean, I've caught them this time of year back there too, so.
Yeah, if the water's warm and the sun is out.
I'm gonna try to get through here without spooking.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna go too. I wanted to try and catch a trout here because that's all I need for a slam, but
oh, really?
Yeah.
A keeper black drum and like maybe 5 rat reds.
Well, it would be like a nursery slam. It was not a keeper.
Okay.
Alright, y'all. Well, change of plans. There's a large group of birds that look like they're hovering back there in the back lake. I didn't make a ton of casts with the artificial shrimp, but I made enough to decide that I'd rather go chase those birds down. So I think the back lake probably will hold some reds. I don't want to jinx myself, you know. I don't have any wood to knock on. I think we just give up on our trout dream, maybe come back to that and go see what those birds are diving on. Okay guys, we've made it to the back lake, and sadly that group of birds that we were watching earlier has disbanded, so no more birds to cast at, which makes the job real easy. Also unfortunate, it's super shallow back here, so we're having to push pull around. And if you know anything about push pulling and doing it in high winds, really sucks. All that being said, we did see some stuff that looked like it could have been redfish, so my hopes are still high. I think we might be able to get on one, and if we find a big old school of them, we'll be able to get on probably a bunch, probably our limit, pretty quick. Oh man, the wind. Never forget to bring your sunglasses on super windy days like this, because this wind will have your eyes all tore up. My face is going to be wind burnt. Oh, dude, the amount of mullet bumping my lure. I swear, when you get tail thumped by a mullet, it feels like it feels like the beginning of a bite, but then you're missing the whole takeoff phase. You get that first thump and then they take off. It's just a thump, but it tricks me every time. Alright, well, I'll get back to you guys. Either we're gonna catch a fish back here, or you're gonna see me leaving, because it's just tough conditions. Alright guys, welcome to trip number 2 for today's video. In our last outing, you saw it, man. It was really rough, very high winds, like 22 miles per hour. As soon as we left that back lake, I went and continued fishing through the bayou. We had no luck, so we're back out here, and it is a beautiful day. We have a lot lower winds. I think it's like under 10 miles per hour, which is awesome. Feels good outside. It is nice and sunny. And yeah, all I'm really trying to do is just catch one keeper. So we're at a different spot. I don't know exactly where it is. I know it's off of Christmas Bay. It's like, think Chocolate Bayou, and it's off of Chocolate Bay. This is like some bayou, and it's off of Christmas Bay. So it's a good spot. I've had luck here in the past with trout, redfish. It's not really great time of year for reds, but you can catch them. So go ahead, get into it. I think we'll start off with the popping cork. That thing has been my money maker. Couple casts here with the popping cork and no luck. This has been my bread and butter. This has been my cheat code to catching fish. But all we've seen this morning, very low activity. I mean, no water movement.
I just saw one right here.
A gar?
Yeah.
So yeah, it's definitely gar then. They come up to the top of the water. I don't know what they're doing. Maybe someone can let me know in the comments. But they come up to the top of the water, and then they just like make a big splash, like they tail flip or something, whatever, at the surface. Makes a big old noise, and then they're just gone. I don't know why they do that. I can't imagine they're like, that's them getting aggressive and hunting. It's the drop right here.
Yeah, I mean, it's 6.6 right now. I'm just going to fish it really fast. Start making our way in there.
You think we'll be able to make it in?
I don't see that tire, but you can see right over there how the water is moving out.
Yeah, that's what scares me. I don't want to get stuck. Oh, shoot. I think it's either a rat red or a trout. Oh, a nice trout. Is that a trout? I've been known to mistake them. Hey, this might be a keeper actually. Nice.
Oh, I think I hit. Another trout.
Keeper, huh?
Yeah.
He's like right on the dot. I'm not gonna measure anything today, guys. Not keeping any fish, but wow.
Nice 14-incher right here.
Hey, I'm glad we found him on the drop, man. Nice keeper trout. Don't want to destroy his slime, but get a look at that guy. I don't know. He would be like right there, 15 and a quarter maybe. I'm gonna call it a keeper just to make myself feel good. First fish of the day. That's sweet.
Yeah, I gotta get off of this drop. I'm in 4 feet.
Been a couple more casts with no bites. Let's go ahead and put some Procure on. It's not really the norm for there only to be like a couple of speckled trout passing through. You know, usually when you find them on a drop off like this, there's a school. So if they don't hit with the Procure popping cork, I might switch to a jigging shrimp. And if that doesn't work, then I think we may have just ran up on like a weird little anomaly where we both got pretty lucky to catch the 2 hungry trout in the school. That being said, I'll give this a couple more casts with that Procure long enough to let it kind of like get off of my lure. Then we'll switch up to the jigging shrimp and see if maybe they're deeper down off that drop. You fish deep, right? You're letting it drop?
Yeah, I'm fishing it deep. So I mean we're covering both portions of the water. And I'm still not marking anything right here.
Yeah, that is really weird that they weren't. Like, what are the odds that there's 2 passerby trout?
Yeah, that's what I was just gonna say. We'll just sum it up as we got lucky with 2 little trout cruising by.
Alright, well, you guys heard it. I'm not going to be switching up to the jig and shrimp after all. My pops has been fishing deep, so, you know, if he was getting a ton of bites and I wasn't, maybe it's worth switching and sticking around, but with no fish on the fish finder, I think we just got really lucky to catch the trout.
Them seagulls are starting to go down, son, over there.
Not bad?
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess we just try and hurry up and get.
Oh, there's the thump. Oh, I just missed them.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
All right, y'all, that is going to do it here for today's video. Tough one out here. This is a different style of wintertime fishing. So sometimes you come out, you get your double man limits. Sometimes you come out and you're lucky to catch 1 keeper. I was able to see a bunch of blow-ups, which I'm assuming were redfish. I never actually saw red, but I saw must have been 5 to 6, maybe even 7 blow-ups. And the only reason I'm saying I think they were reds is because my pops was actually lucky enough to catch 1 redfish today. He said he saw a blow-up, and then when he got close to it, he actually saw the fish. Mine were kind of one of those deals where you see the blow-up, it's a little bit away, you cast, and you're making blind casts, and you just don't get any bites. So it was tough, but I mean, I'm not complaining, man. It was a beautiful day, at least today was. It feels good out here. I was able to get my 1 keeper, which is what I wanted. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, hit that thumbs up button. Be sure to subscribe for more content like this, and I hope y'all have a great rest of y'all's day. Peace.